Tonight, we report on the engineers reviewing Wanapum Dam and Mick Hanson's resignation from the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The Moses Lake Chiefs baseball team is set to open its season this weekend. Stay with us to find out where and who they'll play. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the Weather Center, we're looking forward to a little soggy start to our Friday, but then things brighten up nicely for the weekend until late in the weekend. Details coming up.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
An examination of a cracked pillar at the Wanapum Dam is expected to take 9 days. Grant PUD hired Spokane-based Cooney Global JV to investigate the pillar, which supports the dam's spillway. The spillway is the section of the dam which allows water to bypass the turbines and travel past the dam. The contractor is drilling into the pillar along with using radar and sonar to discover more information about the 65-foot-long crack that was discovered on February 27th. The PUD has since lowered the water in the reservoir to relieve pressure on the pillar. Mick Hanson resigned from the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District Board of Directors. About 2 years after taking office, the controversial board member announced Tuesday he was leaving his position. Hanson said in an interview the district faces issues the board seems unwilling to deal with, and he didn't feel like he could continue to stay on the board to fight the battles. Hanson noted 2 issues in his resignation letter. The first involved how the district collected property taxes. He believes the district is collecting more property tax than people owe. The state auditors haven't issued any findings against the district on the issue. Hanson also had issues with how the votes for the board members are cast. The district bases the amount of votes a voter has on the number of parcels the voter owns. Hanson pushed for a change in the state law but was unsuccessful. The city of Ephrata will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day with a pub crawl in good fashion. Here's Vivian Huang with the story.
Flowing drinks and raffle tickets are going to be the main event this Saturday for Ephrata's 2nd annual pub crawl. Starting at 3 p.m., pub crawlers can earn tickets for a raffle by visiting participating Ephrata businesses. Among these businesses include Bank Tavern, Bricks and Stone, El Agave, Wendy's Tavern, and more. The raffle drawing is at 6 p.m. at the Nat Washington House. Pub crawl organizer Mark Wamke said the event is a way to encourage people to support local businesses. For more information, contact Wamke at 509-750-5077. The event does not cost anything to participate. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
Thanks, Vivian. The Grant County Economic Development Council's 2014 annual banquet features the latest information about the organization. The banquet is on March 28th in Big Bend Community College's ATEC building. It starts with a 5:30 p.m. meet and greet hour, followed by dinner at 6:30 p.m. To register for the dinner, visit grantedc.com. The event, dubbed Building Prosperity Year 1, Accelerating Economic Development in Grant County, features presentations by EDC Executive Director Jonathan Smith and past President Tom Heath. Smith will update banquet goers with the latest on EDC activities, and Heath will address the EDC's 5-year strategic plan. Columbia Basin Allied Arts presents Seattle-based band Heart by Heart on Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Wallenstein Theater. The band began after Heart founding member Steve Fossen joined forces with singer Somar Masek in 2009 to form a band to perform classic Heart hits from the 70s and 80s. Individual tickets are $30 for reserved seats, less for members, and $10 for students. Tickets can be purchased at the Bookery in Ephrata, Art Garden Pottery in Moses Lake, the Big Bend Community College Bookstore, or call the Columbia Basin Allied Arts office at 509-793-2059. Now let's take a look at people with warrants issued by the State Department of Corrections.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be back after this.